Hello all, welcome to my new channel. This is my very first video on Narcissist Purged. Okay, so today's video, starting off my channel, is going to be on the 3 stages of the narcissistic abuse in relationships. And I'm going to break this video up into 3 parts. So it's going to be the first stage, second stage, third stage, and 3 different videos, yada yada yada. But before we get started, hit that subscribe button, like, comment, tell me your experience, tell me your input on this video in the first stage of narcissistic abuse in a relationship. So let's get started. Stage 1 of narcissistic abuse is the love bombing stage. That wonderful stage that is purely for manipulation purposes and getting your feet wet in what's about to happen. Okay? So the love bombing can be defined or described as that honeymoon phase on steroids. The cupcake phase on steroids, okay? Like in a normal relationship, the first beginning stages of a relationship, like the honeymoon phase, is just, you know, y'all talking to each other, doing a little flirting, you know, you're texting at a constant rate, but you're not just bombarding text messages the way our narcissists will. Okay, that's healthy, and you slowly progress into something deeper, more meaningful. Y'all start spending time together at a good, normal pace, and that could last 2, 3, 4, 5 months. Not for the narcissist. The love bombing in a narcissistic relationship is they text you all day, all night. They want to be on the phone with you all day, all night. They want to FaceTime all day, all night. They want to see you all day and all night. Is that a bug in my nose? No. All day and all night. Okay? And when you first find this person and they give you all this attention, all this love, after only knowing you for 2 days, love, it feels kind of good in a way, but at the same time, you do have that feeling like, whoa, they sure are doing a lot. But who's going to complain about somebody texting them consistently? Who's going to complain about somebody sending them flirty text messages throughout the day, checking up on them? Who's going to complain about somebody taking them out to dinner, you know, spending a couple of dollars on them? Especially if you never had that done that. If you never had that done for you before. Nobody's really going to complain, and that's how they get you. Because what they do is out the normal, but it isn't necessarily negative at first. Okay? So like I said, they talk to you all day, all night, or at least they want to, and they're going to be very persistent about it. And if you be like, whoa, back up, then they'll try to like manipulate you or be like, well, I'm just trying to show you that I appreciate you. I'm just trying to show you how much I like you. Or if they that bold, how much I love you already. And you're going to be like, okay, well, maybe that's just how you show your affection. So you're going to welcome it, and then that's how they get you in. Now, the problem with this is it never lasts. It never lasts. Once you get deep into the love bombing phase, marinated, you're in it, then that's when some other stuff start coming out. But we're gonna get into that in my next video, part 2, which is the value stage. Okay, but back to the love bombing stage. Yeah, it's just really just setting up the manipulation that's gonna later come into the relationship, because they're gonna use the love bombing phase. When they start showing you your real self, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm sorry I did that, but hey, remember at the beginning I spent all that money on you, so you know it was just a little mistake. Or hey, I showed you all the attention, I'm real, I just made a little mistake. If they admit their mistake. Okay, so that's what's gonna go on. They're gonna get you to start forgiving them without asking for forgiveness, directly asking for forgiveness, I guess I should say, by getting your mind set into where, yeah, I'm just gonna brush it off because they did used to text me all those text messages. Maybe they're just having a bad day, or they just spent so much money on me last week. It's just a little phase they're going through. They're having a rough time. That's what the love bombing stage does. Now, why does a narcissist do that? Again, to use it against you, but their pathology is you're this new person, you're this new supply. You know, they just left their old supply and you're perfect to them. Everything is right. You're different from the old supply, all this, that, and the third. And that's why they do it, because they see you as this perfect person. They see you as something that they've made up in your mind, in their mind, because nobody is perfect. But during the love bombing phase, they see you as somebody perfect because they beat their last supply so bad and broke them down. They got this new person who's unaware of who they really are, so they're glorifying you while you're appreciating them and putting them on a pedestal. So it's just all Mary, Mary, Mary. That's why the love bombing stage is so hard. So again, it is lies, but at the same time, that's really how they feel when they say you're the best person I've been through so far, because that last supply, even though they abused them and beat them down and wore them out, you know what I'm saying? You're perfect. You're perfect only because you're better than the end of their last supply. Not saying you're better than that person, because 9 times out of 10, y'all probably close to the same level, okay? But the only memory they have is that old tired supply, and you're this new shiny toy, and you're perfect, you're beautiful. They appreciate you, you're their soulmate after only knowing you for 2 days. That's what the love bombing phase is about. So some common things to look out for if you feel like you're in a love bombing phase is them saying I love you under a month. Only reason I think somebody should be saying I love you under the month is if you're 80 years old and death is a knocking and you trying to just move on because death is knocking at your door. That's it. That's it. Or somebody should say I love you under the month is if y'all dated for 5 years, 6 months ago y'all got back together. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So they say I love you real fast. They spend hundreds of dollars on you within the first week. Now, if they got money and they spend $50 on a meal or $100 on a meal, just, you know, I really wouldn't. You know, that is a little showy offy. But if it's just a one-time meal after y'all been dating for like 2 weeks and they be like, hey, I'm just gonna treat you nice, whatever, just a night out on the town, then I really wouldn't suspect, like, you know what I'm saying. But if y'all just met 3 days ago and they got a car with a bone top pulling up at your crib, I'll be a little wary, okay? So that if they just texting you, blowing you up and want to spend 24/7 all hours out of the day with you. So some phrases to look out for, like I said, is I love you, you're my soulmate, I've never met somebody as good as you, I've only known you for 2 hours and I can already tell you're better than all the 17,634 people I have met in my 27 years of living just under 2 hours. That's strange as fuck. You don't even know me. I could be a killer. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Some other phrases are, oh yeah, everybody has cheated on me and they all just did me so wrong, but I can tell you're gonna do me right. Again, I've only known you in 2 hours and all my 17 relationships have ended because they all cheated on me and did me wrong. I'm gonna talk about why that phrase is just wrong. Because narcissists are victims, they play victim card. In your relationship, they did you wrong, but yet they were the victim. The previous relationship with whoever cheated on them and dogged them out 9 times, the narcissist was a cheater. The cheaters are always cheaters. That's it, period, point blank, period. Okay? Some other phrases to look out for is, some phrases I heard were like, again, just the victim card, how like all his family did him wrong, all his friends did him wrong, I'm the most important person in his world, because he can just tell that we're just meant to be together and we're gonna die together, and he's not letting me go, I'm all he wants, this, that, and the third, within the first 2 days. He even said, I look like Rihanna. Thank you for the compliment, but get real. Rihanna who? Not here. Not here. You know, so those are some phrases and signs and actions to look out for, okay? So that's the love bombing phase. That's what it is, why it happens, how it starts manipulation process, and just some things to look out for. So I hope this video was clear. It helped some of y'all out on y'all confusion that y'all may have. Again, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.